There we go. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. How? Appreciate the likes. Damn, I'll try to get that high in the net. I absolutely suck right now. Thank you, Terror. Dude. There's no way we haven't scored. It's crazy, dude. Oh, I can't believe that. That's what a match. Talk about a shitty first game. Me and my teammates suck. At least it wasn't just one. No, we both did bad. Yo, what up, Tara? Can't stay too long. Send some likes when I can. Good luck. Thank you, buddy. Have a good one. Hope you had a good Halloween. Appreciate the likes, man. It does help out. I don't know. I have to find out. Well, I'll find out when I talk to Kevin again. I can't even keep up. Yo, what up, Jarn G? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Country? US, buddy. United States of America. America. This song sucks. Let me get something else on. Hold up. Let's go. Who's that chick? Who's that chick? Fuck. Dude.
Nice shot.
Let's go. I need that guy to leave me alone. Oh, he said GG. Alright, we need some different music, man. All these suck. Where's the Who's That shit? This is the one, man. This is the one right here. Oh! Huh? No, I don't use ranch for pizza. Hey. Kaylin. You throw mine back in for a little bit? I like mine like crunchy. Oh, I like them overdone.
Nice shot.
Some of the servers coming up, man. Hey, Caitlin! They're probably done now. Oh, okay. Hey, last favor. I need like 3 cubes of that white cheese. Yeah, the little cubes. Like 3 or 4 of them. Huh? What? Nah. Oh, might want a little baby scoop of that. Different one. Huh?
Dad pulled off an ass tail.
What? Huh? Oh. Damn it. Enough Rocket League for right now. Mm. Mm. I'm still hungry. Yeah, I don't know what I want. What I want. I need another snack though. What we got? What's up, y'all? I'm not having no energy. It's not coming through on TikTok or what? What? Oh, there they go. Hey, what all is there?
There's those, and then there's the ravioli ones. There's more of what you just ate. Taquitos. Looks like there's pizza.
What taquitos?
Huh?
What kind of taquitos?
What is beef?
I guess give me like 4 of those and some ranch. Guess what they're gonna bring to Fortnite? Maybe better. Look,
SpongeBob.
look, yeah.
That's funny.
hmm
That's
Crazy,
pretty cool.
Look,
Krusty. Yoda.
he's already in there. But yeah, look,
Pretty cool.
crazy, ain't it?
I like the banana dog. Are you gonna go tonight?
You want to? Do you want to? Are you still making the taquitos? Mm. Let's see here. They change this stuff or what? Hmm. Kaylin, are the taquitos done yet? They just go in the microwave. Oh no, microwave's fine with those. Just like a minute and 20 or something. Just like a minute and 20 seconds or something. You don't feel like going to Bush's or Bojangles, do you? These look good. Oh, all I need is a charger and charger whenever you come back.
the blatant, large-scale, super obvious fraud. I think that's a reasonable position.
It's a very reasonable position.
Yeah.
And so what was the most shocking pushback that you got when you started implementing Doge, when you started investigating into where money was going?
Well, I guess that I should have anticipated this, but while most of the fraudulent government payments especially to the NGOs, go to the Democrats, most of it, like, I don't know, for argument's sake, let's say 80%, maybe 90%, 10 to 20% of it does go to Republicans. And so when we turn off funding to a fraudulent NGO, we'd get complaints from whatever, the 10% of Republicans who were receiving the money. And they would, they would very loudly complain. Because the honest answer is the Republicans are partly, they're receiving some of the fraud too. They're getting a VIG.
Jesus.
Yeah. I want to be clear. It's not like the Republican Party is some
No.
ultra pure paragon of virtue here.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, you see that with the congressional insider trading. It's across the board.
Yeah.
It's left and right.
I mean, the whole uniparty criticism has some validity to it. There's and it's like if you turn off fraudulent payments, it's not like I said, it's not like 100% of those payments were going to Democrats. A small percentage were also going to Republicans. Those Republicans complained. There.
Hey everybody, Rudy here with Alpha Investments. I guess this video is going to be more of a introduction to my 30s. Always, I don't know, for me, I don't really know how to get hard. I'm really going to keep tweaking it and doing it. So that's what I want to do.
There.
Authentic. You can tell by the tone and the sound of the vibration. Please be respectful to your Beanie Babies. Just because they cause you losses doesn't mean you should abuse or do anything inappropriate in this world. You should always be respectful. So today I'm going to be doing a little coping and a little copium, kind of a little conversation with everybody. It is true. The self-fulfilling prophecy of Rudy's prediction that the Q4 of 2025 was going to be a cool-off period in the world of Poke de la Mom, also known as stepmom poking your Pokemons. The self-fulfilling prophecy of what we discussed last week, make more money than just giving me, here's 50 boxes. Oh, your cost is 220, then you can sell them for 240, 250. Like, sure, the numbers are bigger, but nobody makes as much money. Nobody has the volume to sell. It's just it's not as profitable when the prices are sky high and Destined Rivals is 300, 400, 500 and everybody has very little. The little bit you have, you can make a lot of money, but you'll make more. So I'm hoping the first part of this video that these rumors are true. Conclusion of that first rumor, I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, I encourage everyone to step back. Remember how you feel right now, and you can't get any of these products. And if we have pullbacks of, I don't even know, Surging Sparks from 250, or Destined Rivals from 350, 400, and it goes all the way back to 200, these are going to be the times to buy. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, we'll readdress it, and maybe we'll get lucky. So, next part in the Pokemon thing. I do believe the collapse of the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. I'm not going to call collapse on the new Flesh and Blood set, but it is the weakest one because technically it's still $80, $90 online. But technically it doesn't have the legs that the last 3 Flesh and Blood sets had. It's our first weak one we've seen probably all year. Again, Magic the Gathering Spider-Man, same thing. First week set I've seen with all the negativity and drama I've seen in a while. On the backs of some of these releases coming out and getting hit by the market and penalized, this is going to cause stores to be in that woo. Because again, a lot of stores, we've been over this, they were anticipating X amount of profit. They thought the money was a shoo-in. You're a shoo-in. And it didn't happen. Therefore, some of these people are going to be stuck with the inventory. Do they fire sell it? Do they keep the inventory? Or do they sell other products like Pokemon that they're already sky high, lock in that money, and use it to pay other bills and pre-orders? So again, you start to have that little roulette of money moving around, little Ponzi scheme. I'm going to pay that and move that here. And, oh wait, let's do pre-orders to collect money from people here. Then I can pay that bill over here. You start to run into, unfortunately, that type of behavior. We've seen it many times in the last 10.5 years. I've been talking to you guys on YouTube. There's been at least 5 to 10 stories in stores around the country in the last 10 years that we've been on this channel that we've told you guys about Ponzi schemes and stores that have failed. 2 or 3 stores did some nasty damage back in 2022 in that cruel summer of the Baldur's Gate era and Commander's Masters and everything. I remember there was a couple that were really bad. One was an eBay one. They hit like over 1,000 negative feedback, and they hit for like, I think it was $1 million or something, and they just burned everybody. And I remember they were advertising like cheaper than Rudy, but instead of a scumbag, you get a smile or something. They were trying to, and then of course it was all a scam. So moving on. Here we are, right? Still standing. Less hair, a little older, a little grumpier. So, with the Pokemon situation, I do believe, like I told you all, moving into 2026, I expect probably about by January, February, we will start to see the line go from down to sideways. We will start to see our first uptick. So, don't be a hero. If you have been waiting to buy Pokemon, if you're big into Pokemon, yes, you can buy from any store in the country. I always recommend you guys go online, buy from other LGSs, eBay, TCG Player, go to your local store, buy whoever you want, support these people. Even if you think they're evil and they're scalping and using, you get angry at the employee and throw a taco at them. But, remember, that store probably only has a couple boxes. So, over the next few months, these are the times to buy. It's similar to Wall Street when we have pullbacks and craziness, which again, Wall Street's just on fire. Everything's doing good again. Stocks are going crazy. The S&P's going crazy. AI, beep, boop, boop's crazy. And of course, Bitcoin's crazy. I think the weakest segments of the market right now are, we have CCGs. Pokemon and Magic is in a soft period now for the Q4. And real estate continues to be very flat to negative overall compared to other market segments. So bull markets in stocks, bull markets in Bitcoin, bull markets in some collectible classes, bear markets in negativity, vintage Magic, real estate, and of course, we have some softness in Pokemon, and that's really about it, where we're at. So, knowing we have multiple months of Pokemon going to be flat, based on that assumption, you should decide that, okay, if I know I have 3 months before Pokemon does anything, how you should approach this is you decide what your budget is, how much you have, divide it up and say, I'm going to buy 1 box a week, maybe a case a week, maybe whatever your budget is, determine how volume your volume you want to spend, and divide it equally over X amount of weeks or a couple months, and that's how much you should buy. Because right now you could see, Destined Rivals from $500-$600 down to $350-$400, and you could be like, wow, and your price memory's thinking, wow, this is almost half price of $600. It's down to $375. Remember, you could be excited. Never be a hero. Never be a hero. The first person to get murdered and killed in a horror movie, in Halloween or anything, is always the hot chick running through the woods. She trips on her high heels and the bad guy gets her, right? Right? And of course, after that, the hero who wants to help the girl, there'll be 2 signs. Do I go and save the girl, or do I go in this evil shed with a bunch of chainsaws? And he picks the shed and he gets hurt. So don't be a hero. Go slow. Determine how much you want to spend. No matter how excited you are, you never go all in. You buy a little bit at a time. You buy a little bit at a time. I've been doing that with Pokemon for the last 7 years, with Magic the Gathering, even with the Spider-Man. Everybody knows nationwide. Rudy's been buying Spider-Man collectors. And again, every week, every this and that, even now, I'm paying the highest price, 80% of whatever the Spider-Man box is. I pay 80% of market, and I provide you with a shipping label and pay your shipping. Nobody is in the entire country is paying as high as Spider-Man collectors as I am. But of course, that's why I don't think there's anyone in the country that has almost 2,000 boxes of Spider-Man collectors. Because I've done this long enough to know that I'm going to keep going slow and I'm going to keep nibbling. And I'm going to let the nature take its course and let the cards fall where they are. Yeah, I'm aware Spider-Man collectors is off Amazon, this and that. And I'm aware that, well, they kind of stopped going down for now. It could get worse. It could get better. We don't know. So what do? I slowly just keep adding to the position every week. Because there will be a time when the line starts to turn up and I'm going to back away and say, well, all right, well, we had a good run. And that happens with everything. So remember, folks, in this Pokemon discussion, similar to the Magic Spider-Man, it is important to remember we don't know if Pokemon's going to go down the next 6 months or the next 12 months. I've told you my opinion, and I've got about a 60-70% accuracy rate, which is pretty good. So I'm only completely wrong 30% of the time, which I'm pretty proud of. So my opinion, we have 90 more days. We have a couple more months of either complete sideways kangaroo or a negative 5 to 10% each month. That is my prediction. I made it last month and the month before and last week. So far, it feels like we're pretty on track for that. Now, again, save your money. There will be stores on the holidays here in about a month from now. When we hit Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Stepsister Monday, and Ex-Girlfriend Tuesday, there will be sales nationwide. There's going to be people trying to raise capital, unload things from the books. There will be things going on. So keep in mind, don't overspend and be prepared, because holidays, people overdo it. They go into debt and then they spend January, February, March paying off debts and paying interest. So, but just remember, short-term flipping for Pokemon is kind of over right now. So it's not a bad thing. To be honest with you, should have happened a lot sooner. But short-term flipping on Pokemon is been halted right now. And that alone, once people start realizing that they can't buy a Pokemon box, turn around and sell it 30 days later for profit, once this starts fracturing, we're going to be finally on the road of back to recovery where Pokemon should be. Pokemon boxes should not be doubling and tripling in a couple of years. I've been saying this for a long time. The original Rudy thing was 6 to 9% a year. If you ever hit double-digit returns, 10+% a year, congratulations, you're a hero and you think you're hot stuff. Pokemon, I would like to see Pokemon boxes come out, sell for $150, $180, hell, $200 a box. And then I would like to see, after 6 months and a year, that $200 box goes to like $220, $230. In 2 years, it goes to $270, $280. In 3 years, it goes to $350. I would like to see a return to slower appreciation. And again, you're talking to a guy who's got stupid amounts of booster boxes and cases, but I would rather see a more stable marketplace, because the long game is more about stability versus short-term swings. But honestly, there is a small part of me that would kind of like to see like Destined Rivals go from that $500-$600 a box to what is it today, $375? I would like to see Destined Rivals go from $375 maybe down another $100 to $275 or $250, to really just pull back and just kind of reverse a lot of things to kind of shake up a lot of the people who have no business being in this market. I mean, if I'm going to the dollar store and I'm trying to buy an inflatable rubber thing and they're trying to upsell me on Pikachu, it's just weird. It's just weird. If I'm going to the Kia or Hyundai dealership and I'm trying to buy a school bus for my 17 children, like, why are you trying to upsell me on a box of Journey Together? I know I'm on a journey with my 17 kids, but what's going on? Like, there's just things that aren't making sense, because everybody knows Pokemon is the modern day investment. It's on CNBC, there's articles, it's mainstream. Everybody knows. Yes, Pokemon has beaten the S&P 500 in the last 25, 30 years. It is what it is. Do I think it should be that ridiculous? No, but it is. That's just what it is. I think it's absurd, but that's the data. And hopefully we can get back to a more calm, normal thing. Even 10% a year on Pokemon would be awesome. To buy a $150 box that goes to 180, then 210, then 230, then 250. Like, how amazing would it be to return to that normality or something? I don't think it's going to happen, but I think right now a nice couple month calm period will be very healthy for everything. And hopefully that also pushes some people out of Pokemon that, thought they could just swipe a credit card, spend $5,000, and then in 30 days sell it for 10. Maybe hopefully we can kind of weed some of that out, So that's all I have to say. I guess I hope you guys on the internet, with all the rumors about all these reprints and tons of reprints of, Surging and Journey and Destins and Black and White, all the way to Mega Evolutions with your stepson. I hope it's true. I don't think it's going to be, but man, I'm pulling for you guys, man. Where are we at? End of October? Oh, this video will come out the end of October, or last week of October. I don't want to reveal it. We got 2 Pokemon sales coming up for patrons. We got the Sorcery Gothic Mega Launch. We got some really cool new white sets coming. Magic the Gathering Avatar. Oh, do I want to say that? Okay, well, it's the end of the video. No one's watching. Finally, are you guys ready for this? Finally, holy smokes. I have over 1,000 Tarkir play boxes, over 1,000 Final Fantasy play boxes. I believe, I don't know how many Foundations play. Finally, I got confirmation yesterday. Finally, so patrons, we're going to have our cheap play boxes back. Finally. Thanks for being patient. If anybody stuck to the end of the video, I don't know. Folks, welcome back. My name is Invest, and we're going to discuss where it's at right now and my concern. Any stores who are ordering, I remain extraordinarily skeptical on the management and how Lorcana is being ran for long term and how they're treating the cards and the print runs. I've been very skeptical of it. Now, again, I could be wrong. They could be really on a good path, and I could be seriously wrong about Lorcana. But the fact, it's the management. From day one, I've told you all, I've always been skeptical and concerned about the management
So,
of this card game. I've always felt like they don't seem
waiting on Fortnite servers to come up. Did y'all see the event? No, I didn't. You see it? God, hang on, let's go to me.